Hey guys, Letter Magic here with some interesting news that might not sound interesting on the surface, but as is the norm, I've got something to add to it. I've always got additional information. So some guy somewhere in some screenshot, I don't even know where this came from, but everybody seems to be vouching for it, says that Watsy Tony, whoever that is, I actually don't even recognize his name or his face on his profile picture. I don't know, must be involved in competitive gaming or something, which that makes sense why I wouldn't know him. So he posted a little warning to, I think, people on a Discord server or something, I don't know. Ahead of this weekend's event and following the deck submission deadline, we became aware of a bug that will likely come up in some matches. Now remember that term, following the deck submission deadline. Like, after it. If Shatter Skull Smashing or Magma Opus has multiple targets for divided damage, and then any target of a spell or ability becomes illegal while smashing / opus, either one, remains on the stack, the damage spell will incorrectly fail to deal damage to any of its targets. This happens in all cases where the damage is split across multiple targets, and it does not occur if there's a single target for damage. So you might be thinking, that's a little obscure, is it even going to affect it? Well, would he be saying it if it wasn't? Yes, I'm setting it up like a volleyball match because I'm about to spike the next paragraph. But first he says, in Magma Opus's case, as long as its targets are not made illegal, the spell will do as much. Tap permanents, create a 4/4, draw 2 cards, okay. But the damage will not be dealt. But that's huge because, that's huge. So both Shatter Skull Smashing and Magma Opus are being played by multiple players in this event. Yep, I mean, it was more of a turns deck thing to run Magma Opus, but it's not unheard of these days. It is in the meta. I've stayed far away from Standard Constructed, but I don't know. I proved on stream how wonderful the world of Brawl is after proving how just an absolute slog through hell it is to play. Is play even the right word? To suffer through the experience that is drafting. I played against somebody who top decked 2 copies of the same rare in a row. We had somebody steal my enchanted land, and then it just stopped being a land because it didn't feel like it anymore. Nobody in the chat could figure out what was going on. I saw more glitches on my live stream in the first 30 minutes than this guy is talking about in this entire post, okay? It is hilarious that they're still trying to hold competitive gaming tournaments and arena opens and all this other crap on Arena after effectively firing all their paid streamers, giving up on competitive play, screwing over Channel Fireball and Channel Fireball events, and not doing anything about rampant constant cheating in all of Paper. But see, this was the solution. I was kind of on board with it because you guys know when I take it seriously, I am not messing around. No, I'm not going to be signing up for no, arena opens or nothing, but some highly competitive events, high risk, high reward, that kind of stuff, like premier drafts. Yeah, okay, I'll get into that. Except that the shuffler's broken and rigged, and yeah, I mean, you guys saw the VOD I left up. I left it up just to show just why you shouldn't even log into Arena, but if you do, don't run a quick draft. Right after I said something funny always happens with the third game, the person started the game, had a really unusual username, a rank 4 bronze rank, and then forfeited in the first second in a paid quick draft. Look, all the people saying, I'm playing against a bot, they're just paranoid idiots who don't understand things. That was a bot. They went full Fortnite on me on that one, okay? That was the you just lost 2 matches in a row and it's entirely our fault. Here, have this. People in the chat were like, dude, I don't even play Arena anymore. I never did, or I quit, or I've been off for a while. I have never in my life seen something like that. Just the chat was just dumbfounded. The number of weird things, and then it let me tap my lands without tapping my lands. I kind of caused it. But if it's that easy to do this stuff, remember the freeze exploit where people, I'm not going to say how to do it, but they can freeze your client if they want to. That still hasn't been patched as far as I know. It's really something. Really, really, really something. So now they're out there saying that a card that's been out, Magma Opus, that's Strixhaven, a card that's been out for, it has to be at least 9 or 10 months. Now it doesn't work, and this all goes back to the lazy, low-budget, almost definitely contractor programmers or underqualified, lied on my resume, or just, they're from California, they must be good, or, they went to a 4-year college, they must be good at programming. Don't even get me started, or this is going to be a 60-minute video. If you're wondering how shit like this can happen, how people can get a job at a multinational, multi-billion-dollar company like Hasbro/Wizards, and do this shit of work and screw up the code this badly when the people who are actually professional, who actually have resumes with actual experience on it, when they set up the code for you perfectly, the code worked amazingly for a beta. It was better than most released software, and then they all quit, left, got fired, whatever the hell happened. Now they hired these maintenance people, and this is the garbage code we get. It's getting to the point where it's embarrassing and it's ruining tournaments. But when does ever something at Wizards get to the point of being embarrassing and they actually do something about it? They just don't seem to care. Everything's all treat each other nicely, no accountability, no hostility in the workplace. If you say you don't like the name Megamorph because the community is saying that, and you're just telling me what the community said, well, I'm reporting to you to HR because obviously it's because I'm trans. Yes, I am literally quoting what happened at Wizards a couple years ago. And I hope Aaron doesn't work there anymore. That was a crazy person. But with that quality workplace culture, absolutely no accountability, a corporate structure that makes me want to throw up. It makes sense why Hasbro acquired them, actually. I just put two and two together. This is the blind leading the blind, leading the blind, leading the weird foreign contractor programmers that said they could do it for half the price. Like, I would just love to sit down with the devs, the current ones, the management devs, and be like, why is your code so shit? Explain it to me. Now remember, I was the head programming tutor at my college. All of my students graduated. So when I say that, I'm not just saying that. Like, I actually want to know. I'm not being serious. I don't actually want an interview with these people. Don't even contact me. You're a disgrace. But I am legitimately curious what the hell is going on over there, who they hired, and why this code is so trash. I mean, have we even had a product launch without broken cards, broken code, broken everything? And it didn't used to be that way. It is literally getting worse. Remember when the friends list in the challenge system was broken because of a patch, and then they rolled it back, then they rolled it forward, then it still didn't work, and it was down for like 2-3 weeks? It ruined a couple private tournaments, like not official WotC ones, but it ruined ones where they were using a third-party website. There was a lot of cash prizes, money, and stuff on the line, and they were just using like a third-party sign-up app or whatever, you know, some little tournament management third-party service thing, and they had to cancel the whole thing because the direct challenge thing didn't work 90% of the time. And you needed to like add the person as a friend, complete your match, and then report the results. If people can't run tournaments, big cash tournaments that they're running on their own without a WotC sponsorship, without any, you know, handouts or, you know, begging, e-begging, ooh, sponsor our tournament. They're putting on this big, huge tournament event, like for you, not really for you, but like for you, like marketing wise, come on, and doing it up big and doing this whole pro scene thing after you killed the pro scene. Maybe make sure they can do that. Maybe make it like it would be in red, and it would be like priority 10 in any ticket system, which means we're losing thousands of dollars by the second, losing customers. Fix it now, fix it before anything else, run this patch before anything else, or design it and roll it out, deploy it, I should say. And also, you know, wink, wink, like you're not going home till it's done. Like just between the lines, matchmaking doesn't work. Fix this. That's like the server blew up. The game is offline level of like, we need to fix this. But like maybe one level below that. I'll go with 9. Well, remember, they got rid of their ticketing system and replaced it with like a forum, which is, that's a 10, 15, 20 year leap backwards right there. That's a real big improvement they did. And then they deleted the forums and I don't know, went to what, a Discord server? I guess that's a leap forward, but not by much. That's a leap sideways. This whole project right now, I have zero faith in Arena, and people are like, they're not even like, I don't find standard enjoyable. They're not even like, I don't like the side events. I don't like the drafts. Everybody's got something on Arena that they kind of, you know, gravitate to. But a ton of people are telling me, I left because the code doesn't work. I left because his card interaction didn't work. I left because I lost this tournament because if you play the Dracula lands, somehow that makes it so you can't sideboard in a best of 3 tournament for thousands of dollars. Once again, if you think I'm making that up as a silly example, no, that just happened a couple weeks ago. The best you'll ever get out of WotC is a refund, a partial refund, an apology, nothing. Them blaming you and suspending your account or threatening you, that's happened. Horrible customer service, horrible code, horrible management, and now we get this. So, yeah, this was the tip of the iceberg, okay? And like I said, we have not had a new set or a major deployment of new code on Arena that I've seen that worked, that didn't have a severe problem. They've had to roll back probably half of them. I remember so many patch rollbacks. There had to have been 3 in like the last couple months. I don't know. That is unacceptable. That's when you start firing people. But, well, I think on their webpage, they're still hiring for developers. So that, it really does raise the question. If you're hiring for developers now and like 3D designers, modelers, project managers, who the hell is running the project right now then? That's why I go to contractors, because that's what you do. But 1, they don't care. 2, they're overworked. 3, they usually don't speak your local language. And 4, programming contractors suck, okay? They'd be working at a real company if they had, it's kind of like IT workers that work at schools, okay? That wasn't their first choice. That's not the prestigious, big upgrade in your career there. So I guess for completion's sake, in full context, I'll read the rest of what Oakland Tony or whatever his name said. So both Shatterskull and Magma Opus are being played by multiple players in this event, as are cards that grant individual permanents/creatures hexproof, like Snakeskin Veil, Tamio Safekeeping, etc. Yeah, both 1 cost, if I recall. Yeah, pretty good cards. As such, we wanted to let players know about this likelihood as soon as we could after being made aware. Okay, here's the thing. What are the odds that somebody drops a Magma Opus or Shatterskull, and then somebody else saves their creature? Like that matchup, those colors, and then just that happening when you have to to get the full use out of Magma Opus, you have to, I think, pay more. Isn't that what it is? I know for Shatterskull, the X is way up there. I could look up the cards, but honestly, at this point, who cares? It probably wouldn't happen. I would have swept this under the rug. My guess, if I were to let him off the hook here, is that he's publicly disclosing it to actually warn people, because it's already floating around, or some example video blew up on Reddit or something and I just didn't see it. I don't know. Maybe it was already posted in the Discord, so that horse has already left the barn. But if it hadn't, and even if it had, do you think, with plausible deniability, because even I don't know who this person is or where they posted this, so I wouldn't even know where to look this up to verify it, even when I wanted to. So let's say I'm playing Snakeskin Veil, and I'm like, oh, if I cast this, it's going to not kill anything. I could basically save my entire line for 1 mana. But I didn't know about the glitch. Awfully hard to disqualify me and prove that I saw this post, that I knew about a severe card interaction glitch affecting a tournament, but you didn't fix it in time or delay the tournament, when that's not to be expected on Arena, because Arena is perfect and this is a pretty high-end tournament for a lot of money. I'm going to play Snakeskin Veil. Hey, why are all my creatures still alive? That's so weird. That's odd. And then win the game because of it. I mean, people are going to resort to it knowingly, unknowingly, deny it, and then go to Twitter and delete a tweet that directly mentions this. Delete their comment off this video proving they know about it. I think he's going to get more people pulling off this combo on the defensive side, which is also the plausible deniability that they didn't know it didn't work correctly side. Yeah, the person running Shatterskull is the one getting cheated, just saying. I think he's doing more damage by telling people. I think we're going to get more people doing this knowingly and on purpose now that he told, in theory, thousands of people. So he probably shouldn't have mentioned it. Maybe if they have access to how many people and which people are running what deck with the deck registration, they should send them an email. But then again, it's like, well, what? Don't play Magma Opus against a green deck, or what? You're just letting them know, hey, somebody might cheat you, but there's nothing we can do about it, and there's nothing we're going to do about it. Well, in fact, the last thing he says is, unfortunately, we will not be able to fix the bug ahead of the event, and players should be aware of the bug, as there is no direct fix. Our policy for this weekend is players will play the result as Arena interprets it. So not only, are we not fixing it, and you already registered your deck and you can't change it, but if somebody cheats you, we're just gonna allow it. Because we can't prove otherwise, and honestly, you're running Shatterskull or Magma Opus, you're probably an asshole. He didn't write that, but it's between the lines. It's very subtle. Oh, so the last thing is, players negatively affected by this will be emailed with instructions on what to do if this comes up in a match. Yeah, time the asshole out or run one of the other exploits that freezes them out of the game. Just kidding. Don't do that. And on that cheery note, you guys have a nice day. Hopefully World War III starts soon, and I'll see you guys next time.